A special night on the mat. It's the start of the 2015 portion of this season. It's the Clay Center Tigers and the Manhattan Indians. And it's Penn Cancer Night in Manhattan. A special night indeed on the mat. The Clay Center Tigers travel in to face the Manhattan Indians. We'll talk with Coach Brandon Pagorsh next.
Do you believe professionalism should be rewarded? When you find a contractor who shows up early, works long days, gets the job done on time with expertise, cleans up so well you can't tell they've been there except for the fact their work is finished and looking great, you know that's the only contractor you'll ever want to hire. These are words that an actual customer has used to describe McGee Roofing. The customer has used McGee Roofing twice and will again. Reward professionalism, hire McGee Roofing.
Reed Bulk Fuel Service of Longford provides bulk fuel and delivers it to your farm or commercial business. You can rely on them year in and year out to supply you with the energy that keeps you on the move and keeps your local economy growing. They offer premium fuels for better performance and fuel efficiency. They also have high-quality winter blend diesel fuel. The folks at Reed Bulk Fuel Service of Longford are Tiger wrestling fans and wish them the best of luck this season.
Clay Center High School Tiger Wrestling on KCLY is brought to you in part by Twin Valley, Reed Service, Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy and Radio Shack, Ray's Apple Market, Schramm Chrysler Dodge Jeep of Manhattan, Union State Bank, Hunley's Garage, McGee Roofing, and Farmway Co-op.
Whatever kind of vehicle you're looking for, you'll find it at Schramm Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Manhattan. Come in and test drive the tough Ram truck for work, a sporty Dodge Challenger for play, and the elegant Chrysler 300 for a night on the town. Schramm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has you covered with quality, affordable cars and trucks. They are the area's only 5-star certified dealership. Schramm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, West Anderson in Manhattan, or at schrammcars.com. Go Tigers!
We talk Tiger wrestling as we get a chance to follow the Tigers into Manhattan on the mat this evening, and we talk with the head coach of the Tiger wrestling program, Brandon Pagorsh. Coach, Happy New Year, I guess, first off, and 2015 gets started for you guys on the road against Manhattan. Let's talk a little bit about what your Christmas and winter break was like for you guys. I know you got some time away from the mat, which is needed for everybody involved, but I know I'm sure you were anxious to get back, and the guys as well, in the wrestling room.
All right, well, thanks, and Happy New Year to you as well. And, you know, our kids were chomping at the bit to get back, which is a good thing, you know, for a coach and a team. But break went well. We took some time to try to heal some guys up a little bit more that were banged up going into the break or sick, and also, you know, take that time to focus on some things that didn't go so well for us the first semester, I guess, and you kind of, you know, try to build off the things that you need to build off of and work on, and then you keep working on the things that you've done well, and you keep building off that as you know, in the same. But overall, the kids practiced hard. They, you know, had a good attendance, had a good turnout, you know, and I think they've kind of stayed focused on their goals for the season, and that's, you know, this part, you know, you got to get back going again, and I think that you know, in order to reach those goals, and they have lofty goals and expectations, but I think that, you know, we've started off in the right direction towards getting there. So,
you know, you mentioned building some momentum, getting back in the wrestling room, and getting this portion of the season back underway. I guess started back up, if you will. You guys come off of, I would say, some momentum building experience at the Marion tournament. You guys really rolled through most of those duels, and then ended up losing to one of the top-ranked teams in the state, certainly top-ranked in 4A Chanute, but that was a great experience for you guys.
Yeah, the kids did well. It was a dual-type atmosphere, so going down there and having all the weight classes filled helped us out. But, you know, the kids wrestled well after coming off probably, you know, not one of our better performances at the Clay Center Invitational the weekend before that. We went down there, and, you know, it's a different competition level, but we went down there and wrestled really well, wrestled hard. Had a couple kids step up and step in the lineup and do well. Gavin Ware stepped in for an injured Thomas Rickley for us and ended up going 4-1 on the day. Ryan Pierce had a great day, went 5-0. Real proud of him. Hunter Mullen had a 4-1 day. Lost to the top-ranked kid in his weight class, and it was a good match. We ended up beating a couple 3A ranked teams in Fredonia, who was ranked 4th in 3A. We were able to beat them, and also able to beat Marion, and they're ranked in 3A. And then came up short in that final duel against Chanute. But like I said, it was 5 well-wrestled duels. Just some small mistakes in a few of the matches in the Chanute duel, and we changed those little mistakes around, and it's a really close duel. So,
you guys come out of the break. We were talking a little bit before coming on the air, and I knew that Hunter Mullen had gotten into the rankings, and from the KWCA, Thomas Rickley looks like he's jumped in there as well. You've got some guys that have not only wrestled well, and their record looks pretty good, and it's not just those guys that are ranked, but I know Evan Stanley's got a good-looking record right now, but they've also wrestled some really good wrestlers to keep themselves in those positions.
Right, yeah, we've faced good competition all year. Our team is actually setting in kind of, we're 9-3 right now, and last year we were kind of almost the opposite of that, going into the break, but they've done well, individually. We do have some kids that are in the rankings. Hunter's, I think, ranked 4th, and Thomas is 6th. But, like I told them, rankings are an opinion, and they're to create interest. You've gained some recognition by getting placed in those rankings, but, that doesn't automatically put that state medal around your neck. So we've definitely got work to do with those guys, and I don't think they're satisfied with where they're even ranked at anyway. They want to be at the top, and we have a couple other kids that are probably worthy of being in there, but like I said, they're for interest. It's all about what you do in February, so I don't spend too much time on, I guess, trying to get kids into the rankings and spend my time focused or anything like that on making sure they're in there. But it is good to get that recognition, and it does attest to the hard work that those kids put in and the work that they've done this year.
Let's talk about the matchup against Manhattan. The Indians, we'll go back to the rankings. Our state ranked. They're a 6A team that's they're a long storied, very good program. Year in and year out, you could expect Coach Gonzalez's team to compete. They got a great crew this year. This should be a good matchup for you guys, and I think for Manhattan as well.
Yeah, and I see, after looking at the lineups, we're real similar in terms of, the age of our kids that are wrestling, and so we've known a lot of the kids that we're going to compete against tonight, and we know they've got tough kids, but I think they're also realizing, that our kids are getting better, and we've got some tough kids as well. So tonight's a big night. It's a big duel, and not only for Clay Center or Manhattan Wrestling, but also for the wrestling community. Former Manhattan High School wrestler Aaron Kennedy, he actually is battling, I believe it's some type of a bone marrow, I believe, cancer, some kind of cancer, dealing with that, and so he's kind of in for the fight of his life there. So tonight's a big event to promote pinning down cancer and to help promote and support Aaron and his family. And I think, Manhattan has reached out to us, and they've done a great job reaching out to the wrestling community, trying to promote this event tonight, trying to get some support for, that former wrestler and his family. And we're going to also get in on that and help support them. But tonight we'll be wearing T-shirts to support that family and that wrestler, and we're gonna go out there and get after it. So it should be a good duel, definitely intense duel. Those guys in Manhattan will be inspired tonight. They're wrestling for something bigger than themselves. So we are definitely aware of what's going on tonight, and we're ready to get out there and scrap as well.
Well, it will be a great matchup, and Pin Cancer Night, as you said, Coach Gonzalez, a big part of getting behind that, and I think it's great that the Tiger family and you have made that happen as well. So a special night to be on the mat for everybody, and I know you guys will go out there and give it all you got. And I think it's going to be a good matchup, so we're looking forward to it. As always, Coach, we appreciate your time. Great work at Marion. I know over the break some great work going on, so let's go get them tonight.
All right, sounds good.
We'll be back. Your matches coming up from Manhattan next.
If experience is the best teacher, then the guys at Hunley's Garage LLC have the equivalent of a PhD in automotive mechanics. Gary and Larry know engines from top to bottom and inside and out. When you bring your vehicle to Hunley's Garage, they'll put their many years of experience to work to find and fix whatever is wrong or maintain your vehicle to keep it humming the way it should. Trust the professionals at Hunley's Garage at 321 Grant in Clay Center, where quality workmanship is number one. Call them at 632-5212.
Save time and gas and easily deposit checks from the comfort of your home. United Bank & Trust is pleased to offer our newest mobile banking feature, Mobile Deposit. There's no need to make that extra trip to the bank to deposit a check. Simply endorse, click, and submit your check image for deposit. Speak with your local branch representative on qualification details on how to apply Mobile Deposit. United Bank & Trust. You bank, we deliver. Member FDIC. Mobile remote deposits functional on iPhone and Android apps only. Data rates may apply. Check with your mobile phone carrier for details.
Central Valley Ag wants to help you get the most out of your irrigation investment with Aqua Systems Water Management. Ag Information Manager Trevor Smith tells us it starts with a moisture probe buried in your field.
It's a 48-inch PVC pipe that has sensors every 4 inches that read the soil moisture.
No more over or under watering. Talk to your CVA field sales agronomist for details.
Central Valley Ag, where the customer comes first.
More and more people are making the switch to Ford, and here's why. The EcoBoost fuel economy, advanced technology, and amazing features like the foot-activated liftgate. Hanson Ford invites you to the Switch sales event going on now. On the lot, you'll find a Ford that fits your lifestyle. Choose from a 2014 Ford Edge and F-150, or the 2015 Ford Fusion, Ford Explorer, and Super Duty. Hurry in and make the switch to a new Ford at Hanson Ford in Clay Center.
Well, and a good evening from Manhattan High School. Rocky Downing along with Benny Wallace. Our studio engineer tonight is Chase Elliott. The Clay Center Tiger Wrestlers here on the road against the Manhattan Indians. And, Benny, we are truly Matt's side. I'm a little, first off, thanks for being with us, but I'm a little concerned if you're going to be able to control coaching this close to the mat. It's been a while since you've been this close to the action. Yeah,
I'll try and not do that. That's for sure. I'll get in trouble if I did that. Try and keep it under control.
It is a great atmosphere here tonight, and it's a big night. This is a pen cancer event that's taking place. In fact, they're announcing right now the story of Aaron Kennedy, a former Manhattan Indian wrestler and student, went to K-State, has been diagnosed with cancer, and so both teams have really bought into supporting this cause tonight, and they've got a lot of different fundraisers. Each teams are in the Manhattan Indians pen cancer T-shirts as their warm-ups, and the talk with Coach Pegorsh earlier, you heard him talk about it on the pre-match as well conversation. But this is important to everybody, and we've certainly all been touched in different ways by this evil disease, and it's nice to see communities come together.
It sure is, and they've got T-shirts all over. Even Clay Center are participating and wearing it. Right? Like Coach Pegorsh said, he's a little concerned because they're donating money for every pen that they receive, so they're really going to have to fight to not get panned because they've got an extra motivation behind them tonight.
He said they would have a rallying cry, but he said the Tigers did as well, and he said that both these programs really respect each other. Coach Gonzalez, I know you had a chance to visit with him very quickly before the match, well known across the state for his program and what he's done here with the Indians. Good guy.
Yeah, he really is. I visited with him for just a few minutes, and I said, you've seen a lot in the 38 years you've done, or years you've done. And then he informed me, yeah, it's been 38 years. And he said the kids have came and gone, and things have changed, but yeah, it's still a lot the same.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Both these teams are getting ready to go. They'll have the anthem coming up in a moment. We'll take a look at the lineups, and we'll have varsity action on the way in just a couple of minutes. Right now, we'll pause for our national anthem.
How will your wheat crop make it through this winter? It's up to you to give it the best fighting chance and a jump on the spring growing season with a fall fertilizing application. Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales is ready with stabilized N in 2 forms, field and site-specific variable rate technology, and custom application. With the experience of field specialists Brent, Allen, Darren, Kent, or Mike Green, they clearly understand the problems customers face. You can count on Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales.
The the living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in your Twin Valley digital TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit twinvalley.net/TVE to learn more.
Do you ever get tired of waiting for your monthly bank statements to show up in your mailbox? Sign up for our new e-statements at Union State Bank and receive your monthly statement as soon as it's ready. With our new e-statements, you gain a more secure way of checking your monthly transactions and the added convenience of being able to check your statements anywhere that you have internet access. Plus, you'll be helping us to go green by processing less paper each month. Call or come in to our convenient locations to get signed up for e-statements today. Union State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Anywhere people gather are breeding grounds for germs. To demonstrate, my assistant Roscoe is wearing this lovely germ costume.
I look ridiculous!
True, but it's a very effective visual aid. At Central Office Service and Supply, we've got the products you need to keep your office or classroom from turning into a germ factory. Like 2-ply facial tissues in a 30-box carton on sale for $27.79. Or how about hand sanitizer and disinfecting wipes all on sale?
Chew!
See, that's just what we're trying to prevent at Central Office in Clay Center.
Thinking about buying a new home? Maybe your first? Or just making improvements? Well, that sounds like just another reason to stop by or contact the Citizens National Bank to get the personal attention you deserve when deciding to invest in a home. We know it can be a stressful and confusing process, so let myself, Bryant Johnson, walk you through the home buying process with ease. Stop by the Citizens National Bank and get pre-approved at your convenience. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back once again here in Manhattan. Rocky Downing along with Cindy Wallace. Again, Chase Elliott is our studio engineer. The Clay Center Tigers facing the fourth-ranked team in Class 6A, that is the Manhattan Indians. Here's how the lineups will work. In fact, they're introducing those to the crowd right now. 106 pounds, the freshman Caden Russell at 8-8 will take on Alex Martinez. At 113, Chaz Brandhorst. He's 11-5, a freshman for the Tigers. He'll take on the second-ranked wrestler in the state in 6A, Joe Braun. At 120, Peyton Lane is 10-6, another freshman. He'll take on fellow freshman Jalen Harper. At 126, Jake Wynn. He's 4-1 in the season. He's a sophomore. He will take on a sophomore, Gary Joint. At 132, Marty Robinson, one of the Tigers seniors, 7-6. He'll face number 1 ranked in the state, Mason Wallace, a sophomore. That's number 1 in 6A. At 138, Tristan Metters will be a sophomore, yet to have a varsity match. Devin Norris, his opponent, 6th ranked in the state, a sophomore as well. At 145, the Tigers, Hunter Mullen, 14-3, a sophomore. He is 4th ranked right now. He'll take on Kendrick Rivera, senior. At 152, Thomas Rickley will go tonight. He is battling a partial tear in a labrum, but he's kind of wrestled through the pain when he's able to. He's 6th ranked in the state at 152. He is 10-2, a senior. He'll take on sophomore Jeffrey Killam. At 160, a junior 8-4, Gabe Ware. His opponent's a junior, Blake Weaver. At 170, Ryan Tears, 10-6, a sophomore. He went 4-0 in his last outing at Marion. Coach Pagorsh saying he really wrestled well, was proud of the effort he put in to do that at Marion. He'll take on a sophomore, Sean Woodard. Zeb Bloom, a sophomore, 9-7 at 182. Chris Hunter, a freshman, his opponent. And then the Tigers are open at 195. Corey Gilbert unable to go tonight. So Calvin Smith, a freshman for Manhattan, will be in that slot for the Indians. At 220, it's Evan Stanley, 12-4, a junior. And he will take on Akira Alasena. And the heavyweight is Michael Peeler. He's 5-9, a senior, and his opponent is Eldon Tiku, another 4-ranked wrestler in the state in 6A. That's the matchups. We're about to get set to go. The captains are meeting right now on the mat. We'll be back with wrestling action right here on KCOY next.
Let's face it, you need to keep working even when the temperatures keep dropping. That's why you should switch to Cenex Winterized Premium Diesel Fuels. They contain an advanced performance additive package that gives you serious weather protection while optimizing power and fuel economy. Choose from extreme to moderate climate coverage, all designed to keep your equipment and vehicles running their best during cold weather. Get serious winter protection. Ask for Cenex Winterized Premium Diesel Fuels at Farmway Co-op. Cenex is a brand of CHS.
Imagine having someone help you pick the best corn hybrids for every field on your farm. Thanks to a new Oldie soil-specific seed online service, your Oldie representative can combine your data with his data to offer a field-by-field prescription. Customize every acre with the highest potential hybrid based on soil types, trait package needs, disease threats, and agronomic preferences. Valuable data can also be shared with trusted suppliers. Contact Oldie Seed today at 877-692-4555.
Back again in Manhattan, Caden Russell with the Tigers underway. The freshman at 8-8 at 106 facing Alex Martinez. And while both wrestlers were trying to find a way in there, Martinez found his way in, and he's got Russell in a bad spot right in the middle of the mat right now.
He really kind of fooled him because he went to the head and arm and couldn't quite get that sucked down. What's he end up with? He back trips him with a reverse half Nelson, and now he's got him in, right now, Caden's fighting for his life.
Yeah, he's got him tied up pretty tight. The official taking a close look, and Caden Russell is trying to keep that shoulder off of the mat. There are two matches. You may hear a whistle every once in a while. There's the JV mat going at the same time as the varsity matches. Caden does get rolled back over, so he avoids the pin. That's the first picture. Let's see if he can work from there. Oh, he's right back on him again.
He does a cross face, right, and then just goes right around and screwdrives are right into the mat, and he's got back points again, so he's fighting to get off his back with 40 seconds left here in the first.
Down 5-0 after the takedown and the free near fall points, and as Benny said, he's put back to his back, so there's going to be more back points awarded. 30 seconds left in this first period.
Caden did a good job of fighting out of that first, pin combination, and then he got put right back into another one. He's doing a good job again of fighting with 20 seconds left, and he's bellying down again.
He does get back to his belly. Now he's got his base back. Caden Russell's going to trail 8-0 here in the first period, but still alive. Coach Begor said the lower weights for Manhattan are dynamite this year, so they're young and they're talented. This is a junior, Martinez, but he started off well for the Indians. 1 second left. More back points will be awarded. It's going to be 11-0, but give Caden credit for just staying alive in that first period.
That's for sure. Martinez put together a couple good combinations there. Very impressive young wrestler that they've got here. Well, actually, he's a junior, so he's had a lot of good combinations, and so far Caden's done good to keep him getting himself in. Caden will start on the top position there as we begin the second period.
Alex Martinez, a junior, sits out, trying to get free. Russell trying to stay in behind, and now Martinez to his feet. Caden Russell breaks him back down to the mat.
The little heel trip gets him back down. Now he's trying to work that lunge. He's trying to get it pulled in, and Martinez does a little step through, spins around, gets his arm red, and then now he's going to do a little Granby. But good job by Caden. He stops it. He hooks the leg, so I got that stop.
Now if Caden can hang on here, they may get to a stalemate, but you can see Martinez popping his head free. Now he's going to get the reversal, and he's going to get back points on top of that. He leads 13-0, and now he's getting some more near-fall points. He'll either get the pin or it's going to be a tech fall now, Benny.
Well, I tell you what, Caden just came. Just everybody should have seen it before. Just a millisecond away from getting away with getting that arm back, and he didn't get it. So now he's got himself in the head and arm, and he's fighting again.
And there's the pin. So Caden Russell will lose by fall in the first match of the night as he takes on a junior and Alex Martinez. That'll drop Caden below the 500 mark on the season as he comes in at 8-8 on the year. Next up will be the Tigers' Chaz Brandhorst, and should be moving pretty quickly through here in this varsity match. They had it timed out to honor the pin cancer with Aaron Kennedy we mentioned earlier, and now the two wrestlers here at the 113 weight class are ready to go. Brandhorst is at 11-5, a freshman. His opponent, number 2 in the state, Joe Braun, at 6'8", and he quickly has a double leg takedown right in front of us near the edge of the mat. They'll whistle it to a stop, and that's quick points there, Benny.
It is. It's the reason why they're ranked number 4 in the state. They have a lot of good quality wrestlers, and they're going to get right after it on their home deal here. So as soon as they're going to have to come out not cold at all and be ready to go. And so far, that was a good takedown.
Braun, a sophomore, as mentioned, second ranked in Class 6A. So Chaz Brandhorst, Tigers start with 3 freshmen, then a sophomore. Of course, there's just the 3 seniors in the lineup. Both these teams pretty darn young when you look at the roster up and down.
Yeah, they are. Braun right now doing a little wrist ride going, goes the far side half, and kind of pushing them around. They're on the edge of the mat, but they are about ready to go out, and they're out.
But now they do whistle it to a stop. Brandhorst able to not let the half get set in there as he went across the body, and he didn't allow Braun to lock that in.
Braun starts on the right side that time on the whistle start. Right away, we come to our feet. Jazz does, and he gets put right back down, but he's got a leg underhook, so he's got to keep lifting, elevating that leg, and he kicks over. Good job. Goes to the reverse half, and he's got him on his back.
Big play by Brandhorst. He's able to make a move here. He tied it up. He flagged him, but I don't know if he got points or not.
No,
he's got two fingers down, so Brandhorst is going to take the lead here, and now he's going to ride on top. Big move by Brandhorst in the opening period. It's 4-2 now.
Nice job right there. Joe tried to come to his feet. Brandhorst took him right back to the mat, pounded him back down. He's trying to hook that chicken wing in. Can't quite get there. Goes back to working on Lundy, trying to get that Lundy hooked up, and hasn't got it yet.
39 seconds in the first period. Big start for Brandhorst, the freshman. He fell behind 2-0, but now leads 4-2. And now with 32 seconds left, they whistled to a stop. Both wrestlers, I don't think they heard the whistle.
Braun started coming to his feet. What happened is Brandhorst took the outside cradle up, and he just crawled himself to the outside and got out of bounds because he could have pulled that back and maybe took him to his back. He's doing a good job here. Yeah, he starts on the left side, then back in center, 32 seconds left here in this period.
Right now he's been able to control Braun, 26 to work, near the edge of the circle again, but once more Chaz Brandhorst with a 4-2 lead on the second-ranked wrestler in Class 6A. And again, the whistle to a stop, and right now Brandhorst looks the hitter and the aggressor. Yeah, he's the first one racing back to the middle.
Liking the way he's wrestling, and he's feeling good about it. They go back to center with 20 seconds left. Whistle starts, and
right back underway.
He tries to roll through, and he stops at Chaz does. So now he's trying to lift the far arm and lift that outside leg for more back points. He took the leg. That'll help him. He can elevate it.
6 seconds left.
Didn't get the elevation he wanted, so he came back around and got him back to good control.
1 second, and that's a great period for Chaz Brandhorst. He has a 4-2 lead. Quick points by Braun early on, and he's looking to the coach's decision on whether he'll take down, up, or he'll defer. So this will be Brandhorst's decision. He'll go down. That's where he started from and was able to turn him to his back.
Not a good. I got him. He did his breast work on top. He got put to his back almost twice, but he did get away. So now he's working hard. Does an outside switch, trying to elevate and cut it across. Can't quite get there. Braun got his leg hooked in. What happened? Now he's going to do a little body ride.
Just underway in the second period. Brandhorst leads Braun of Manhattan 4-2.
The coach is thinking he's got to get an escape or get a reversal and get back. And right now Braun hooks the legs, and he's just wearing him out, flattening him down, trying to wear out time. Minute 30 left. He's working the arms, trying to pry the head down, just kind of wasting time is all he's doing with a 4-2 lead.
And Brandhorst, though, has the lead, so now they call the stalemate. And I was like you, Braun's kind of wearing him down, but he's going to have to make some points here.
So he's trying to work them arms in to try and get him turned over, and he couldn't quite do it, so go back to center.
Braun did, and, there's so many bugs going around right now, but he doesn't look like he's got his wind like you would expect him to have, and Brandhorst tried to take advantage of it. Got to his feet again. Now back down on the mat.
Guys are doing a good job getting his feet and doing a switch like when he comes up, like a stand-up switch, and he's got it once, but he almost got it that time and just barely missed. Now Braun's got the legs back in again, and he's working the legs hard, trying to stay getting behind them, holding the wrist is all.
Just under a minute to go. Trying to sneak out the back, but Braun has his legs in so tight.
He can reach up and grab that head right now, but he can't.
Trying to shrug him a little bit from underneath. 39 seconds. Now a stalemate again called, but Brandhorst holding his own and then some right now.
It really is. Seems more with a lot of energy. Goes back to the center, gets back down, ready to go.
Braun, a sophomore, Brandhorst, a freshman. 113-pound duel here against the Manhattan Indians, and Brandhorst, who fell behind 2-0, leads 4-2. Again to his feet, trying to spin away. Braun catches him and gets you back to the mat.
So he gets that outside switch coming up again, and then he kept spinning and spinning and couldn't quite get there. Right now Braun's got like a far side Lundy hooked up, and he's trying to work that. Almost onto a ball and chain, but can't get there.
18 seconds to work, second period. Brandhorst with a 2-point lead. Now 10 seconds remain.
That's a good run. There's an outside switch by Chaz. It's not quite there. It's pretty close.
2 seconds.
To run out of time, or he would have been out of this.
So we'll go to the final 2 minutes, and Chaz Brandhorst again leading Joe Braun of Manhattan, second ranked in 6A. It'll be Braun's decision to start the final period. And they get deferred, and they go neutral.
Into that period, Braun just laid on his back, kind of gasping for air, so he's finally back to center, and here we go again.
They went neutral. Remember, Braun got that really quick takedown early in the match.
There's an outside sweep, but Chaz not quite there.
And it's 50 to work, third period. Double leg in by Braun. Brandhorst trying to fight it off. And he'll be taken down. We're tied at 4 apiece.
The double leg was just kind of just alluring in. Then he kind of came up top and went out to the outside and came around behind and got the 2. Now he's trying to work the ball and chain. It looks like. Is that what he's got?
See underneath, yeah.
There's an outside switch by Chaz. Oh, they go out of bounds, or he'd have kicked out if I was through there and been okay. It's 4-4 here in the third period, minute 22 remaining. Chaz ran right back to center, got down, and he's ready to go, and now he's going to release him.
So Brandhorst will have the lead here, and Braun lets him up. He wants to go back neutral because he feels good on his feet at this point. So 5-4, Brandhorst has a 1-point lead, a minute 22 left in the match here. And Braun is gassed, to be honest. Again, he may be suffering something, but he got a big double leg in there again. No takedown whistle outside the circle. Fortunate for Brandhorst.
So back to center they come. He's got to keep him off his leg. He's got to get a little bit better position. Washington Red, he's got to step forward. He wasn't put on his little red mark.
And that was on Braun.
Yep.
5-4, Brandhorst the lead. There's that double leg again. Right on the edge. Brandhorst trying to fight it off, and they will be whistled out once more. And you can see Coach Begor saying, you cannot, just like you did, Benny, you cannot let him get to your legs.
He's got his legs way too close, and Braun's just going down to the whole both of them.
And he again has now a stall warning against Brandhorst, whistled outside the circle. 5-4, Chaz leads it by 1. 54.9 seconds left in this match.
You got to be ready for that. Just either shuck him by, or they're
getting aggressive. Nearly a takedown, but it's Braun gets the leg caught.
Bury your head. Gets across, cut across. Good job.
There's a takedown for Brandhorst. He's going to lead it 7-4. Now needs to stay in position. He has been warned for stalling, but now he's got a 3-point lead with short time, 35 seconds.
Braun's kind of hanging on to the leg for dear life. Finally, let's go to recalibrate. There we go. That inside cradle locked up. We got
24 to work.
Chaz has got a good inside cradle lock. He's going to be safe with this, though. If he can, he's just going to try and run out the clock. 15 seconds left. He's going to have to come out on it a little bit, or he's going to get a stalemate on it pretty quick.
10 seconds.
He's a jump across.
3-point lead with 6.
Move with it.
Now 5.
Gonna let it run out.
And Chaz Brandhorst has just knocked off the second-ranked wrestler in Class 6A. Great win for Brandhorst here for the Tigers over Joe Braun.
7-4 win.
A 7-4 victory.
That was a nice match he wrestled
against a really talented wrestler as well to get that done. So the Tigers are 1-1 to start. The duel tied up at 6 apiece. Caden Russell lost by a fall. I should correct that. They, with the loss by a fall, do still trail in the duel, but big points there for Brandhorst knocking off Joe Braun at 113. Now Peyton Lane at 120. 10-6 a freshman. He'll take on Jalen Harper of the Manhattan Indians, a freshman as well.
Harper tries a little shuck by, and it wasn't quite there. Peyton did a good job blocking it. He lifted up, looks for that single there. Harper goes from outside, and he blocks it. Peyton does. Back to the center. Now they're kind of moving around. They're both just really working the arms there. Right now, Peyton fighting off an outside or an inside single leg. Gets to his feet here. A whizzer in. He keeps pulling it hard, but Peyton's giving up one leg. He's standing on one leg now, hopping around,
trying to keep his balance, and now he does give up the 2-point takedown. So Lane will trail 2-0 here early to Harper of Manhattan.
Harper kind of hung with it, stayed in there, and I thought maybe Peyton was going to get away from him. Didn't quite do it. So right now Peyton's back to his feet, trying to feel a hand. Harper does it inside, like a little fit with the leg. He's got wrist control, though, and he keeps trying to pull that wrist down and control it.
Under a minute to go, first period. Now Peyton trying to kick that leg loose that Martin has locked up, or Harper's locked up on him. Now Harper back in position behind, but still Peyton with wrist control.
Yeah, he took it right over the top. He did what you needed to do. He started coming up. What's Harper do? Hooks the leg in. Peyton's got to get that leg out, which he just now did, but he went back to the mat.
35 seconds to go, first period. Lane trails 2-0. Huge win for Chaz Brandhorst a minute ago. At 1:13, he knocked off the second-ranked wrestler in 6A, Joe Braun, 7-4.
Awesome match by Chaz. I mean, he just got more energized as the match went on right now. Peyton's working hard on hand control, trying to get that control and get back up. He can't quite get to his feet. It's about 10 seconds left here in the first.
He's been close to getting an escape about 3 different times, and he just hasn't been able to quite do it. Now 5 seconds, right on the edge, 2 seconds, and Peyton will go to the second period. He'll trail 2-0.
Harper been real patient there, just working, just trying to stay in control, and he was trying to tilt right there at the end of that match. And right now, Clay Center defers. Harper takes the down position to start the second period up 2-0.
Peyton Lane for the Tigers at 120 pounds with a caution against Peyton on the whistle start. He'll be in the up position here. And now a caution against Harper. So both trying to get an edge.
Back to even.
There you go.
Peyton starting on the left side here. Whistle start, blocks the leg, tries to get the arm, tries to do a far side half.
And they couldn't quite get that in on the right side. Now back in position behind.
Harper kind of did a little flick and just tried an outside switch. The back got it, and there he has it. So leading now over Peyton 4-0.
Reversal awarded to Harper is able to finish. Said the flick was just a way to kind of get Peyton back on his hips, and then he was able to turn around, and now he's got Peyton nearly to his back.
They pulled that arm across. Now he went into that half, and he's got that leg to help support it. He's underneath one leg.
Getting back points. It's 2 of those. Minute 20 to go, second period. Lane trailing now 6-0. And Harper trying to work
trying to get that arm out. He's pushing hard, trying to get back.
It's rolled over, and now the escape.
Good fight. Good job of getting out of that position.
Trail 7-1, but he's back in the match now. A minute to go, second period. They're both back on their feet.
So what's called being denied from being pinned, because he was not going to get pinned, which it takes a lot of heart and courage to. He was in a bad predicament there.
Twice.
Harper shoots a pretty weak single. Peyton's now in the front headlock trying to milk him down. Harper does a little fireman's off of him. He caught him. When he relaxed, he caught him, and Peyton will remember that for sure in the future.
Going to get back points against him with 28 to work second period.
Peyton milked the front headlock, and then when he kind of relaxed, Harper did a little fireman underneath, came around and got the 2 point. Now Peyton again is fighting to get off his back and get out of that position.
15 seconds. Harper trying to lock it up tighter. Now Peyton rolls through again and somehow avoids the pin. 8 seconds to go in the second. He's down 12-1.
Did a good job. And Peyton comes to his feet. Harper grabs an ankle and picks him up, takes him right back down to end the second period, leading 12-1 over Peyton.
So to the final 2 minutes, it's Peyton's decision. They'll go neutral. He needs some big points, of course, and to make a move. But he's found a way to stay alive. Let's see if he can take advantage. Down 12-1, just underway in the third period. Both wrestlers locked up forehead to forehead, right in the middle of the mat. Little slide by Harper. He's going to get a takedown and lead 14-1. Talented freshman, to say the least.
Sure is. Peyton still on his feet, but he put. Oh, there he goes right into a half. Good job, Peyton.
Got into his back. Peyton Lane, who was down 14-1.
Got to know where he's at. He's close to this out of bounds line.
And Harper knows it too. Rolls a little further out, and they go out of bounds. So Peyton Lane gets 3 near falls there. He'll trail 15-6, but now back in it. He had it close.
Thought Peyton still had the control, and they went out of bounds. He gave an escape to Harper, so they backed the center on their feet. But good job by Peyton. He had had an opportunity. That was the best opportunity he's had in this match so far. With a minute left, he's still got some work to do, but it's still a possibility.
15-6 he trails, now right at the 1 minute mark in the third period. He knows he's got to make a move. Harper knows it as well and not trying to give him anything to go after.
Harper just trying to tie up hands and try to lift the head, the wrist, and kind of working center, and Peyton's going to have to get aggressive here.
Lane looking for an avenue, window. 41 to work.
That underhook, working in there. Harper goes with an outside ankle pick, and Peyton comes over the top, and he's just trying to push the head away. He's got
30 seconds.
Got a leg in the back, but Harper just got his hand locked around the leg, missed the head there. Do a reverse after.
20 seconds left, third period.
Use your leg for half.
And he's trying to help him. Harper now about to get out and have at least an escape. They're going to give him the reversal. That'll be 17-6. 3 seconds left, and Peyton Lane's going to take a 6-17 loss. Well, it was a match that both first and second periods, Lane, we weren't sure if he would still be wrestling, and he made it to the finish and nearly got his own pin before it was all said and done.
He did, like I said, that took fight and heart to get out of them two positions that he was in, because they were very, very tight, and he came through that.
So now we have the Tigers sophomore Jake Wynn at 126. He's 4-1. He'll take on a sophomore Gary Joint. We're underway. Tigers are 1-2 thus far in the duel. Lost by fall for Caden Russell. Chaz Brandor said that huge 7-4 win. Peyton Lane a 17-6 loss.
One just tried a little outside ankle pick, and good job by Jake. He kind of picked that ankle away. No, gosh dang, Gary Joint just did a little shuck slide by him and caught Jake and took him to the mat to get that 2-point takedown. So Jake's down 2-0 right now.
Tried a quick tilt, did Joint. He didn't get points out of it, so Lynn is down 2-0. Jake wrestling from underneath now with 1:20 to go in this first period.
One thing I've really noticed about the Manhattan wrestlers, they go from one to the next very quickly, and so it's caught our wrestlers a little bit, our young wrestlers especially, off guard, and that it's paid off.
Combinations have been important for them.
It surely has. They put 3 and 4 things together. If they miss, they continue on, and that's what just happened there with Jake. Jake's doing a good job of kind of bellying down, keeping in control, looking for a way to get out here. Now he comes up to his base.
45 to work first period. Jake Wynn for the Tigers, a sophomore, down 2-0. And there's a tilt try, but Jake stays out of that, does not allow any back point.
And he's coming back from his belly to his base. Now he gets knocked back down.
Joint goes out to the side. Now Warren for stalling on the Manhattan wrestler. Hasn't really moved from behind those hips. Now he is having tilted up, and he's giving away some back points here. Is Jake Wynn. He rolls back over and bellies up, but he's going to be down 5-0.
I thought they gave the warning to Jake.
No, there was 2 on red, so it was against Manhattan. 6 seconds to go first period, down 5-0 is Wynn. Joint trying to go to cradle. Now he gets up top, and time expires in the first period.
Are we not red? We're red, they're green, they're home.
Correct. Well, we'll see. I believe they've given the
red all night, but
yeah, you're right. We have
home, so they're green. But I was kind of surprised that they gave it there with a caution or should stalling on Jake, because he was getting rode pretty hard. And the guy was staying in behind.
Right.
That's why you're thinking that too.
Yeah, no kidding. 5-0 start here for Joint of Manhattan. We're just underway in the second period. Jake Wynn for the Tigers, competing here at 126 pounds, trying to find a way in. Joint blocking about everything Wynn has even looked at.
Jake really trying to do a few shots. He had a little low couple shot combo there, and he got blocked, and they go back to center, kind of shake it off, and then it's 25 seconds left here in the second period.
Now fighting for a little arm control. Now they lock up together, break apart. Still near the middle of the mat right now.
I think Jake likes that a little bit better, being able to hold on, grab that head, move him around a little bit.
And at 9 to work, there's a shot. There's an ankle pick. Couldn't quite hang on to it, and then Joint goes into the front headlock on Wynn, works in behind, and he's going to get a takedown, and Jake's going to trail now 7-0.
I think Jake was kind of surprised that he got a hold of that ankle, and so his momentum quit. If he could have kept going forward, he came out of that a little bit better position. But right now he's belly down again, trying to keep from getting turned over, and it's 40 seconds left, down 7-0.
We're in the second period. Now, that ankle pick that he hit truly was like a shoestring catch, if you will.
Yeah.
Because he got it, and I think he was surprised. Now, Joint has that arm bar across the back of Jake Wynn, who's belly down. 25 to work, second period. Wynn trails 7-0.
Yeah, be careful lifting that arm down. He's going to go up to the head and try and do. There he goes to a half on the opposite side, and he has the barred arm, but Jake's, look at that.
That's that shoulder. Now they do stop it on the potentially dangerous.
Now he's so double jointed. You were that. We want to call the doctor for surgery tomorrow because we're going to.
Shoulder was wrenched high, very high. The official finally stopped it. Wind didn't seem to be affected by it much at all when the whistle blew.
I don't know what happened there.
The whistle stopped. 10 seconds left. Now they're back underway. Again, we've got a caution.
Yeah. He moved. Manhattan moved again too fast. I think he got away with it just a second ago. It was the first time the official blamed it on himself.
So they are back underway with 4 seconds left, second period. It's 7-0. Jake Wynn trailing, and now that second period buzzer sound, so we'll go to the final 2 minutes here.
Joint very, very strong young man. You can tell when he's riding top, he's staying in good position. He can control Jake pretty good. Jake's going to go to the top now. Starts on the left side. Tries to get him blocked. Gary Joint comes right to his feet, hits an outside switch, and there it is. Goes right into a half with a barred arm on the far side.
Can't do that. Got that shoulder. And Jake's saying, I'm not sure what's happened each time. And he looked at the sideline with his hands up and palms up saying, I'm not sure what's happening here. Down 9-0.
Coach Miller from Manhattan just looked at that shoulder do what he did before, and he's like, okay, you cannot defend him with this, so you're going to have to bring his arm back like he did before, is what he's telling his wrestler. Jake's got to really work hard at getting away from the bottom, and Gary Joint's making it really tough to do that. He's such a good rider. He rides really well. So he went right for that wrist, rolled it back. He's trying to get it pulled back like he did before. He's going into a ball and chain now.
He rides so heavy, but then strong enough to still work with his arms up top. And there's another. There was a warning on Jake, so he gets his second, gives up a point there. He's down 10-0. Now he gives up 2 tilt points, and Jake's going to trail 12-0.
I totally disagree with that call because he's got a ball and chain on the wrestler. The wrestler has the right to defend that from giving up any points, and he didn't wait for 2 seconds and called it was quick. Yeah, you're right. But Jake's working on peeling the hands, getting back to his base, trying to get up. Harper's doing such a good job of working so heavy on from behind there. He pulls the arm in with a chicken wing.
38 seconds to go in the match. Win down 12-0, and he's got that chicken wing in tight. Now he's got him turned over, Win to his back. Jake fight with everything he can to stay away from the pin right now.
Yeah. He's got pretty good position here. I don't think Harper got that in there far enough, so I don't think he's going to get him pinned with 15 seconds left. But
they're 3 near top. Going to make it up all now, I believe, and that will end the match. So Jake Wynn loses a 15-0 tech ball loss.
I don't think Jake was very happy with his match here, but I tell you what, I'll bet you we see that Gary Joint's name pretty high in the state before we know it.
6A, he was impressive. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout. We're back right after this.
Metal roofing isn't what it used to be. DecoraShake Shingles offer the classic beauty and architectural
Bulk Fuel Service of Longford provides bulk fuel and delivers it to your farm or commercial business. You can rely on them year in and year out to supply you with the energy that keeps you on the move and keeps your local economy growing. They offer premium fuels for better performance and fuel efficiency. They also have high-quality winter blend diesel fuel. The folks at Reed Bulk Fuel Service of Longford are Tiger Wrestling fans and wish them the best of luck this season.
Just underway for Marty Robinson, senior for the Tigers, 7'6", 132 pounds. His opponent, Benny, a tough one here, number 1 in the state, 6'8", Mason Wallace, a sophomore.
Really? Yeah, all right. Got that. Good to see this good competition. You betcha. Well, the first state-ranked wrestler the Tigers faced, they got the win. Chaz Brandorf, their only win thus far to the first 4 matches. Marty did a good job there. We just were coming back, and Mason Wallace kind of was taking him down, and Marty held it off, and I think they'd had enough room where he came out of it all right. Single leg in there off the 2-1 from the Manhattan wrestler Wallace, and so he gets a 2-point takedown. Trying a quick tilt, and they're on the edge of the mat, and he pulls him back in. Marty's got to get that arm back so he can get back to his base, and he's working hard at peeling that and getting out of there. 53 seconds to go in this first period, down 2-0. Marty Robinson for the Tigers, and now the tilt attempts not quite there for Wallace. So Marty got the arm free. Yeah. He's been tilted twice and kept away from getting any points from it so far. Marty tries a half, gets a half against him. Mason Wallace puts the half on, he pulls that, grabs a hold of the wrist, peels it off. Working a lot right here on the edge of that out of bounds right next to us. Marty's working good at trying to get them hands under control and keeping a hold of them. 17 seconds left, down 2-0. With Tiger seniors here tonight against Manhattan. Nothing cheap. He's trying to get tilted again here. 7 seconds left. Doesn't quite have the angle. 3 seconds. Now Marty spins over once, spins twice, and he hangs on to be down just 2-0 going into the period number 2. Never want to give up them cheap points there at the end of that first period, and he almost did, but he did a good job of going back and forth quick enough that the official couldn't account that two count to give up a couple of easy points. So Marty's going to start on top here to start the second period. He's going to start on the right side. And he deferred, so Manhattan chose down. Thought Manhattan took off too soon again, but didn't get called for it, so he came right to his feet real quick and almost had a jump on Marty and got to his feet and got away. So single leg in now by Wallace, and he's got Robinson to his back. The outside fireman going right to his back with it. Now he's driving in a half. He's got that half at deep. And the more Marty tries to squirm out of it, the deeper it goes. Marty knows where the out of bounds is. He's trying to push there. But he can't quit. He's got to be getting cut off up there as deep as he has that. Official taking a really close look right now. Robinson is on his back. He's down. Going to be down 8-0. Doing a good job of fighting. Keeps on maneuvering, but he's got a long ways to go with a minute left here. And there's the 10. So Mason Wallace has the second 10 for the Indians tonight. So Marty Robinson here in the first period going up against number 1 in 6A, Mason Wallace. And just quietly, Wallace, I say quietly, just went about his business. And the next thing you know, he had him, as you said, tight. It was very tight. You could see when he spunked that baby in, he wasn't messing around.
Now Tristan Metters for the Tigers on the mat and set to go. Tristan making his way head-to-head. Starting to take a shot. Trying to work an arm control, almost a 2-on-1, but wrist control from his opponent, not letting him work much off of it right now. Now they break hands apart. Still locked up, though.
A good job with that Russian 2-on-1, but he couldn't quite get it what he wanted or in the position of it. So now he goes back and got it into a front headlock position. Tried to milk it down.
Now if he can keep him in position to work fine, he tried to, but his opponent able to get to his feet. Now Devin Norris is number 6 ranked in the state in 6A at 138. He's a sophomore.
Well, Metters came out with, I don't care what you are, attitude.
Like
he's
that.
really working him over pretty good. Really trying to couple a lot of different combinations. But, Metters gets his ankle caught, so now he's in a bad predicament right now.
55 to work.
Norris is trying to come around and lift the leg and set him back and trying to get a pin.
Metters battling here.
Yeah, he is. He can get that arm caught.
Norris again just riding it across the mat. Now he reaches back and gets control of Metters' head, and that's what Tristan did not want to happen. 34 to work. He's going to be down at least 2, maybe more. Looks like 4-0. He'll award 2 back points.
Norris had kind of a reverse half. Metters had good momentum, and he kind of came right on through, and he was just stronger than that one arm could hold him. So he did a good job of getting out of that.
14 to work first period. Meaders down 4-0. Working from underneath right now, and he'd probably be content just getting to the second period. Although he does try to kick out real quickly. 3 seconds. Spins over and will go to period number 2, down 4-0.
David Norris, you can tell, is a legger. He's a long, lanky kid. He's probably got, 5 inches over Meaders, I would say, but working them legs hard, riding really good. We chose down, so we're going to have to really move and get out of there, which can be a long second period.
Down 4-0. Tristan Meaders for the Tigers. Sophomore 138. Now caution against the end before the start. Official explaining why he cautioned, and now we're ready to go again.
Main reason is he's too slow on the whistle.
Little pause, and the wrestlers are ready to go, right?
Yeah. Meaders does a good job and pulls that arm down.
Reversal.
Outside switch and got a reversal out of it.
4-2, so he's on the board. Yeah, he can ride now.
That's all right. You give me a couple more minutes or a couple more seconds to breathe some more air in.
You bet. He took advantage. Riding on top now. Meaders down 4-2, but right back in this thing.
Horse has got a leg out, turning, facing, reaching back. He's so long. Meaders has to stay in really good position right now. He's out in front of him, so he's going to have to really work to get that leg back. Same time, Norris just keeps dragging it in, pulling it in, cutting it across.
There's a reversal. Tristan trying to get outside that circle, and now does to stop the clock. He's down 6-2. 1:11, less than the second period here. Tiger wrestling on the road in Manhattan tonight. Give you a look back at the matches when we have an opportunity.
Meaders starts at the bottom here. 1:10 left. He does that little outside spin. He tries to get out. He's working hard at getting there, but Norris is long enough. He catches back up with him.
Minute left to go, second period. Meaders down 6-2. Working from underneath.
Meaders is trying a little dump flicker, and it's worked that one time, but so far Norris is onto him with it and hooking a leg and getting a stop. So right now he's got a leg hooked or an ankle trapped, and he's just working hard on the head, pushing it down. There's right a half. That wasn't there. Working in good position, staying behind.
Really a lot of pressure on the head of Meaders, who's underneath. They continue to keep it down at the mat. 25 to work.
Devin Norris even trying a couple power halves, and nothing there. Just kind of riding him out.
15 seconds to go, second period. That cross face.
Hard cross.
Yeah, it was. And again, from both sides. Now stalemate's going to be called with 9 to work. Yeah, I kind of felt the first cross face you threw in there over here. 6-2 to work. 9 seconds to go, second period. Tristan almost to his feet. Got a leg hook, yeah. 2 seconds. He's going to run out of time and will trail by 4 going into the final period. And it'll be Norris's decision. He'll take down.
Meaders starts on the right side. Just starts. Morris sets out, trying to stand behind him, he was going to do, I think, a cradle, but Norris caught his wrist.
And just so long for Meaders to deal with the body of Norris. There's a reversal awarded to Norris, so Meaders is going to trail 8-2.
Doing a power half right now. And right now, Meaders is trying to fight that off and trying to keep from getting turned any further than he already is. Doing a good job of it, too, really. He has locked his own hands to try to help. Well, there they got.
Yeah, they got broken. Yeah, they did.
The more Meaders just keeps on working and working and working that, the more it's going to bring him to his back.
He got some near fall points, so he'll add to what is an 8-2 lead. Will Norris of Manhattan. Tristan Meaders for the Tigers down 8-2 nearing the 1 minute mark in the third period.
Meaders trying to keep his hips squared and flat so he doesn't roll through, and he did a good job of coming the belly back down.
So 11-2, he trails, but he avoids getting put to his back.
He's fighting hard at that. That's a good sign. Norris right now has got a leg just hooked down. He's got the scissors across, so he's just going to try and ride this out.
35 to work, stalemate called by the official, recognizing that there was nowhere for either to go, and certainly Norris has no reason to push the envelope with a 9-point lead.
Norris, what he's doing is coming in and he's covering both sides, and he can't do that. He's going to stay in the middle of his back. So
second caution twice.
Second caution that he's got.
Yeah. Back underway, 33 to work. Metters down 11-2, battling from underneath.
Trying to come back through and come around the back, and it's just not there. Metters hooks a leg again.
22 to work, third period.
Norris, it's Metters' leg. He's going to work hard at working.
Took a peek at the clock and just saw Norris. He knows where he's at, 12 seconds with the 11-2 lead. We can't see what Norris is trying to do, but I have a feeling there are a couple of cross spaces. Now, Metters popped out of there and gets a reversal right at the buzzer. So there's points at the end, but he does lose a 4-11 decision to the number 6 ranked wrestler at 138, Devin Norris of Manhattan, who did. So 4-11 is the final. So we have Hunter Mullen coming up next for the Tigers, as he is number 4 ranked in the state right now, sophomore at 14-3 at 145 pounds. He'll take on a senior in Kendrick Rivera. And we are underway for Hunter Mullen here for the Tigers.
Rivera looks like one of them really fast gaps, so Hunter's going to have to be on his toes here.
Quick twitch muscle guy, it looks like, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Mullen, sophomore, number 4 ranked in 4A right now, 14-3 on the season. There's a shot in there by his opponent. Rivera now lifting Mullen, trying to get him to the mat. Hunter staying in position. Now a hand to the mat, a knee, and now a takedown, and Mullen's going to trail 2-0. 40 seconds in now. Hunter tried to
go flicker off to the side, try to get away, and they got him enough clearance, so now he come to his feet and got away.
Rivera lets him go. I think Rivera likes to be on his feet, looking for a takedown. Now Hunter goes in, ankle pick, and he'll get a takedown very quickly and leads it 3-2.
Nice job. Rivera goes right to his belly and flattens out, so Hunter's going to have to try and work in and get them arms. Rivera finally, he's kind of coming back up, and we can't see really right on the backside here, but
we're right on the mat here in Manhattan. Now
Mullen's a leg.
44 to work first period. Hunter leads at 3-2.
Hunter's pretty high on him. He's going to have to be careful here, but no leg there. He gets back. Trying to knock him down, trying to get that Lundy. There's an inside cradle. He's got him hooked. Here he starts bringing him to the back. Hunter's not good position. Very good, but he's kind of getting his hip through. That's good.
So he's going to get 3 near fall points, and we'll lead it 6-2. Hunter Mullen, big move there. It was a short time, really, just under 30 seconds left when he started that move.
Hunter got that cradle locked up, and he brought it back.
The arm barred across.
Yep. And he really wasn't in good position. His hips weren't quite where he wanted them. He kind of shaked them off and got the points. Now he gave up a 2-point reversal.
Short time for Rivera. 6-4. Lead for Hunter Mullen is 2 against the senior for the Indians. It'll be Hunter's decision.
Coach Dorsch not happy with giving up that 2 points right there at the last second, but he was not in good position. If he could have got out a little bit further, knowing where he's at, he was almost out bound.
So Hunter will choose the down position, leading by 2, just getting underway here in the second period.
And this will start. Right now, Rivera starts on the right side. Hunter comes to his feet. He's peeling hands. Can't quite get there and goes back down to the mat.
Rivera did not want to ride at all in the first period after his takedown. He led Hunter up pretty quickly. He is riding it through the first 20 seconds here.
Tried to hook the leg. Hunter got a hold of it, which he needs to do. That's really wasn't happening with Tristan Metters. He wasn't getting a hold of the leg, and that's what he needed to do the last match. Hunter blocked and stopped it, but they went out of bounds, so they're going to go back to center with 1:35 in the second.
6-4. Mullen leads it. Now we've got another caution on the start against the Manhattan wrestler. And so Hunter patiently waits his opponent to go in, and he does. Now Hunter quickly to his feet,
Tries a little outside switch, wasn't there, came straight to his feet. Riviera lifted, took him back to the mat, tried a half. We winged it, came around behind, came out of the good till we come right into an arm bar with a half. Rivera stretching. Now Rivera to his feet, gets the escape, so Mullen will lead it 8-5, a 3-point lead in the second period. He rushed that. He had all the time in the world with that. Yeah, it was a great position. He rushed it and pushed him right to his feet with Riviera. Hunter pushed Riviera right to his feet, which gave him the escape. 8-5, Mullen the lead, trying to reach in for Lay, can't get it. Both wrestlers on their feet, both locked up. Nice 2-point takedown would be good for this second period ending for Hunter. Riviera tries a little shot, but Hunter had the wrist control, so he didn't get in as far as he wanted. Now he's trying to get in behind and can't quite get there. 35 seconds left here in the second. Mullen took a peek at the clock, so he knows where he's at as they both come back to center. Now a shot in by Mullen, blocked by Rivera. Both wrestlers back in. Not a real good shot, but a shot. Riviera tries to come through the back. Hunter gets a hold of him, extends his leg, gets around behind. 2 points. Good job. 15 seconds left here. Second period. A 10-5 lead with 10 seconds to work in the second. A little more patience on that move. Wonder if he could have rushed that and missed it. Instead, he let Rivera do his work and then took that leverage and took him down for the 2-point takedown. 10-5. Mullen will lead it. I'm going to take another 30-second timeout. More Tiger Wrestling continues next.
Do you believe professionalism should be rewarded? When you find a contractor who shows up early, works long days, gets the job done on time with expertise, cleans up so well you can't tell they've been there except for the fact their work is finished and looking great, you know that's the only contractor you'll ever want to hire. These are words that an actual customer has used to describe McGee Roofing. The customer has used McGee Roofing twice and will again. Reward professionalism, hire McGee Roofing.
Back underway in the final period of the match. Hunter Mullen at 145 against Kendrick Rivera Sr. It's been a good back-and-forth battle. Mullen does lead by 5 points and rides on top.
Riviera was trying to get away right away, and Mullen got that initial start, stopped and took the leg and been riding it out. So now he's down to a minute 30 here in the third, and I just whistle stopped it for stalemate. Went back to center.
Back underway. Rivera quickly to his feet and has an escape. It's 10-6. Mullen takes a shot in underneath, misses. Now both wrestlers locked up once again.
Really, Riviera just came out, got free, and Mullen just kind of dove from his knees. And I thought he was going to get it, and he wasn't quite there. Riviera just had too much strength still being on his feet.
Rivera kind of paused because he got free, and Mullen tried to take advantage. Minute 4 left in this match.
Side ankle pick one. I thought he had it, but it wasn't quite there.
Mullen flurried his shots, unable to hit him. Now Rivera tries one, and Mullen comes back, gets the leg.
He's got to elevate him now, and he knows that he's reached for the waist.
2-point takedown awarded. Mullen leads 12-6 with 44 to go.
Mullen probably doesn't even know he received that, too, because the official has his whistle in his mouth, and he just shows the two. When your head's ducked under like that, you don't know that you even have it yet quite. And he finally comes around, gets on top, and comes in behind.
Now he does know. He leads it by 6 with 23 seconds in the match. Hunter Mullen, sophomore, trying to get his 15th win on the season.
He's really trying to power half, and he's trying to do everything he can. There's a stalling for Manhattan for Riviera. There he goes and puts him right to his back.
He's going to get near fall points in the closing seconds.
Riviera just kind of doing some stupid stuff, trying to get away, and he puts him right to his back and gets that more near fall points to finally win 15-6.
So Hunter Mullen gives the Tigers their second win on the night, a 15-6 final over senior Kendrick Rivera. 15-6 is that final, and the Tigers have their second victory. Now it'll be Thomas Rickley going tonight. Thomas, if you caught us earlier, he has a partial tear in his labrum, and they're trying to decide once the season, once the season's over, surgery, not surgery, and he's talked to his dad, who also coaches Craig Rickley, and he said at least he's been able to get through a couple of complete practices. That's the first time in a long time. So pretty much you're going to see him in duels the rest of the year until regionals. It's those long days and weekends that really wear it down. So Thomas Rickley going to 96th ranked in the state despite the injury. He was taken on Jeffrey Killam, sophomore for Manhattan at 152.
A lot of wrist fighting here. They're right in the middle of the match. They're really going back and forth. There's a good head slap by Thomas. Didn't open up anything, so he didn't go in. There's an outside single by Thomas. Not quite there.
Ends up in a front headlock
against him, yeah. Right now he's trying to drive through it and get in a deep high crotch, and it's not there.
Minute 5 remains. Killam is a stout wrestler. You can tell he's hit the weight room a lot. He's a sophomore. Thomas certainly has a lot of length on him.
He's an outside single by Thomas. And wasn't quite there. Ellen just accidentally, I think, got a hold of some of the gear. Some of the gear.
Yeah, so. He got his shoulder strap of Thomas' singlet and helped him get out of it, really.
Probably really did, yeah.
33 to work. Both wrestlers now fighting for some arm control. Head-to-head right in front of us.
A couple of good attempts, that's for sure. And with 22 seconds left, let's see if something can happen here to end the first period out good.
15 seconds to work. Thomas Rickley for the Tigers at 152 pounds. 8 seconds. 7. In the first period here, no score. 2 seconds left. Shot again by Rickley. Can't hit it, and we will go to the second period tied at 0.
It's hard to shoot an outside single when Killam's got his wrist of his other hand because he can't get that far. Although
even with his
Thomas is very long, you just can't quite finish that.
So whistle start here in the second period. No score in Rickley's matchup against Killam of Manhattan. Thomas riding to start. Thomas to his feet.
Thomas started on the right side. Killam started coming up. He was trying to get a inside.
They're going to give it a escape right on the edge. Killam tried to hit a throw as they were circling, and then we'll give 1 point escape away to the Indian wrestler.
Thomas was trying to get an inside cradle and couldn't get there because Killam just powered right through and came right on out.
And now both wrestlers neutral and locked up in the middle of the mat. 30 seconds into the second period, and Rickley trails 1-0.
Killam likes to control that head and get inside there and stay kind of be tight with Thomas. Thomas has got to work them wrists and get clearance so that he can get that ankle kick.
Both wrestlers just really leaning against each other right now, trying to find an opening, a little arm control fight. Thomas started a slide by, wasn't there. Now
get behind the arm. There you go.
There's a shot in by his opponent, Killam, that opened the door for Thomas to just let him by and get in behind and take him down for 2, and he leaves it by 1.
Killam acts like he likes Thomas being on that right side, which most wrestlers don't, but he seems really comfortable with that.
Back in right to his feet. You're right.
Thomas lifts, goes to the left side lift, does a little shrug, and takes him right to the back.
34 seconds to go, second period, I should say. Rickley leads it 2-1.
Pretty important to stay in control right here and at least not giving anything out. If you can gain a quick 2 points somewhere along the line, that's great. We're in under 15 seconds now here in the ending of the second period, the first period.
Thomas able to look up and see exactly where the clock is at as he rides here in the second period with a 2-1 lead and 5 seconds now remain. And Rickley will lead it 2-1 going to the final 2 minutes. Choice belongs to Thomas, and before the official got the coin out, Thomas already pointing down. He knew where he wanted to be.
Yeah.
So 2-1, Rickley with the lead. We'll head to the final period.
Right match here. Killam starts on the right side. Rickley kind of crawls forward, takes the left foot leg, and sticks it out to tripod up with it. Kind of taking his time.
Almost got to his feet. Didn't want to go all the way back down, so keeps his base.
Killam's got a lunge in right now, and Rickley's working on trying to get that loose, and he gets a hold of the wrist, takes it up over the head, and comes and moves to the outside. Now he's coming to his feet.
Almost faced up. Now Killam goes into a front headlock. Rickley to his feet. Can he get the escape? He'll lead 3-1. Thomas Rickley on top.
Dylan probably didn't care because he's got to get a takedown to sign out. Oh, good job. Had a duck under on the left side arm, and he kind of went to a fireman's with it, took him right to his back. So Thomas Rickley caught him. Now he's got him to his back, trying to pin him here. At 152, he leads 5-1. Got a little outside arm control. There he gets it. Get a little duck under with a head. Well, what did he do? He just goes to the leg, lifts it, and comes right up with it, goes right into a half. And nice job by Thomas Rickley. So the 6th-ranked wrestler in Class 4A, Thomas Rickley, now 11-2, and he wins by a fall here tonight over Zephyr Killam, a sophomore for Manhattan. He's pretty good wrestler, you can tell. He gave Rickley all he wanted to the final second. 160 now for the Tigers. Gabe Ware checking in, a junior at 8-4. His opponent's a junior as well, Blake Weaver. And Gabe Ware is underway at 160 pounds. We were just kind of crawling around, not really coming up. He finally comes up, stands all the way up where they can get in there, and they're just kind of head-to-head, wrist control, working heavy high. Just underway, 20 seconds in. Both wrestlers just trying to stay low and eye-to-eye with their opponent. Now they do lock up here. We were a junior. Gabe Ware for the Tigers, a junior. So he had a little bit of the bigger weight. Good ankle pick by Gabe. Good ankle pick. Slope it. Now he goes right into a half. Lift. He has to come out of that and get in behind and stay in control. So he'll have the 2-point takedown and the lead. So Gabe Ware, good move. They were both locked up trying to fight for arms, and he just reached down and caught the ankle and took him down. He used his foot, actually, to grab it, sweep with it, and lifted it. So 55 to work first period. Ware leads it 2-0. Staying behind. They are announcing the sales that they've been doing with the Penn Cancer Night, and they do have a fundraiser, a raffle fundraiser, and they're going to sell them around the facility right now. So we were really making Gabe work because he is moving. He's moving all over the place, and Gabe's doing everything he can just to stay in good position there. He kind of trying to roll through. I thought Gabe might have caught him on his back, but now he's getting himself put a turn and put on his back there. Now he's coming back. It's going to be a back-and-forth thing. 16 to work, and so Gabe Ware gave up near fall points, but I think he gets them right back. He may have gotten one more than his opponent. So 2 each. Going to be 2 reversal, and then 2 reversal, 2 backs for Manhattan, and then 2 reversal, 3 backs for Clay Center. So 7-4, Gabe Ware still does lead it by 3 as we go to the second period. That happened in a flurry right at the very end of that period. What happened was Blake Weaver found himself into a little Granby position. So Granby rolled through and put Gabe to his back, and then Gabe just kind of flipped right back over on top and got his reversal back +3. And he caught him enough to get the 3 near fall points. 7-4, Ware leads it. We're headed to the second period. He comes right to his feet, and he's trying to get taken to the mat, and he can't get it done. So Gabe keeps peeling, but ends up getting taken back down to the mat. Minute 40 to go, second period. Ware working from underneath. Got his hip shot clean, but a half in against him by Weaver. Now Weaver works him back behind. Ware rolls toward the edge of the circle. Now does get to his feet. Tripods up, comes up, but then they call it essentially dangerous. He had his opponent elevated off the mat, so they stopped it there. 7-4, Ware leads it. We're in the second period. Minute 26 remaining. Ware started in the down position, stays there. Weaver starts on the right side again. A lot of kids starting on the right side tonight. Notice that. Puts the half in very quickly. He grabs the foot. He's trying to elevate that. If he can get it elevated enough, possibly could get something done here, but he's still got control of the foot. Just they're going to end up with a stalemate, I would assume, here. A lot of pressure applied from Weaver on Gabe Ware up top with that leg locked in. 58 to work. The official in looking close. It's hard when somebody, as strong as Gabe is, you don't have quite the flexibility as some of these other guys do. And when they kind of pry on that, it's really hard to stop unless you're just so strong that you can keep them from getting turned, and he just gave up. Now, again, he stands to his feet, but with the legs locked in, he elevates his opponent. Weaver off the mat, and so they stop the action on a potentially dangerous. He goes back to center, takes position, 31 seconds left here in the second period. Weaver is ridden very well, but he locks those legs. We've seen that from Manhattan quite a bit, too. Now, Ware to his feet as quickly as we've seen. Feeling hands and can't quite get there. Hits it kind of reversal and gets around behind, gets the 2 points. 9-4 now. Ware with the lead. And he's got the arm bar back behind with 17 to work in the second period. Got a chicken wing in there. Trying to get that far arm. He's not giving it. Weaver saying, I'm not going to give you that. 7 seconds left. They pull that. He pulls. He goes into a cantilever. Sweeps it around. Goes around front. Not there, so he gets in back behind. Stays in position. Ware leads it 9-4. As we'll go to the final 2 minutes. Tigers have won 2 straight. They've won 3 on the night. Caden Russell lost by a fall to Alex Martinez. Chaz Brandhorst knocked off second-ranked Joe Braun. Peyton Lane lost to John Harper. Jake Lynn lost to Gary Joint. Marty Robertson lost by a fall to Mason Wallace. Tristan Metters, a 4-11 loss to Devin Norris. Then wins for Hunter Mullen and Thomas Rickley. And Gabe, where we're at now, leads at 9-4 in third. Blake Weaver started the third period and chose to be on his feet. So, that's where they start. They're back in the middle of what we're doing right now. Gabe just kind of saying, well, I'm just going to stay in good position here. And you make a mistake, I'll take advantage, right? I'll do some underhooks where you can't get to me. You have to try and get me to fall down. They whistle it outside the circle. Both wrestlers were starting to head toward being on a knee and a chance maybe for Ware to have a point there, but they stopped it. We'll take a time out here as well. You're listening to Tiger Wrestling on 100.9.
At Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy, the pharmacists are committed to making sure you understand the instructions that allow your prescriptions to be taken safely and effectively. They'll take the time to counsel you and set your mind at ease concerning your medications. Patterson's has healthcare aids such as walkers, canes, and lift chairs to help you with your daily mobility needs. Putting the care into healthcare is Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy, with locations in Clay Center, Abilene, and Salina.
Your chance to stock up on featured grocery items are in the Wow Bins at Ray's Apple Market, and they're spread out throughout the store to catch your attention wherever you are. From dry soup mixes and sports drinks to snack items and canned goods, you'll find great savings in the Wow Bins. Stock the pantry with the variety of grocery items you'll want to have on hand. Ray's Apple Market continues to help you stretch your budget and save you money. Ray's Apple Market, your town, your store.
Whatever kind of vehicle you're looking for, you'll find it at Schramm Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Manhattan. Come in and test drive the tough Ram truck for work, a sporty Dodge Challenger for play, and the elegant Chrysler 300 for a night on the town. Schramm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has you covered with quality, affordable cars and trucks. They are the area's only 5-star certified dealership. Schramm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, West Anderson in Manhattan, or at schrammcars.com. Go Tigers!
If experience is the best teacher, then the guys at Hunley's Garage LLC have the equivalent of a PhD in automotive mechanics. Gary and Larry know engines from top to bottom and inside and out. When you bring your vehicle to Hunley's Garage, they'll put their many years of experience to work to find and fix whatever is wrong or maintain your vehicle to keep it humming the way it should. Trust the professionals at Hunley's Garage at 321 Grant in Clay Center, where quality workmanship is #1. Call them at 632-5212.
We know you're busy and we have just the product for you. It's secure, it's convenient, it's easy. No time to make a deposit at the bank? Click it with UBT's new mobile deposit service. Simply sign, click, and submit your check image for deposit. Speak with your local branch representative on qualification details on mobile deposit. United Bank and Trust. You bank, we deliver. Member FDIC. Mobile remote deposits functional on iPhone and Android apps only. Data rates may apply. Check with your mobile phone carrier for details.
Back once again here in Manhattan. There is a blood timeout. That's why we took the extended break and still doing some cleanup. It was Gabe. They got his lip busted open. It looked like over near the edge of that mat when they stopped the action, and they're kind of cleaning the mat and both wrestlers up right now.
It's always good and bad to this. You know, you never know, because if there's a minute 25 seconds left, this match you think is in control, but with 5 points, it's not that far out of reach, and now you've let your opponent kind of regroup, talk to his coach for a while, get a good breather, and know that I got a minute and 20 seconds to get something done here. Minute 24, actually.
9-4 is the lead. It gives us a chance to kind of recap. We quickly ran through this earlier, but chance here to kind of give you a rundown of what's happened and still what's to come tonight. At 106, Caden Russell, a loss by fall to junior Alex Martinez of the Indians. At 113, Chaz Brandhorst knocked off Joe Braun, number 2 in the state. 6A was a 7-4 final. Peyton Lane lost a 6-17 decision to Jalen Harper. Jake Wynn, a 0-15 Tech fall loss to Gary Joint. Marty Robinson lost by a fall to Mason Wallace. Tristan Metters, a loss 4-11 to Devin Norris. We're back underway here. Gabe Ware on the mat, leading 9-4. Minute 20 to go in the match. Both wrestlers again start much the way they did earlier, down low, just trying to eye each other. And we know Gabe, with the lead, doesn't have to make a big play. We also know that his opponent's trying to.
There he's tried that outside leg sweep, and it wasn't there, so he let that go and kind of came in behind and got the 2-point takedown.
So Gabe leads at 11-4. He allowed the opponent, Weaver, to come at him, and then just got in behind and got the takedown. And has a 7-point lead now with 48 to work in this third period.
Good job by Gabe, because he did the same takedown earlier, and Weaver this time kind of countered. And when he did, he came around the opposite side and came around in behind and got the 2 points. Now they're gonna fight this blood deal.
Yeah.
For the rest of the time.
Give me a chance to run through the rest of those matches. You mentioned Metters with the 4-11 loss to 6th-ranked Devin Norris. It would also be Hunter Muller for the Tigers, 4th-ranked in the state. He beat Kendrick Rivera 15-6. We just heard Thomas Rickley win by fall over Zachary Killam. And now we've got Gabe Ware on the mat right now. He leads Blake Weaver 11-4. There's 39 seconds left. Let's get another timeout while we have the chance. Blood timeout on the mat. We're back in just a moment.
Central Valley Ag wants to help you get the most out of your irrigation investment with Aqua Systems Water Management. Ag Information Manager Trevor Smith tells us it starts with a moisture probe buried in your field.
It's a 48-inch PVC pipe that has sensors every 4 inches that read the soil moisture.
No more over or under watering. Talk to your CVA field sales agronomist for details.
Central Valley Ag, where the customer comes first.
The wait is just about over. Arriving soon at Hanson Ford will be the 2015 Ford F-150, the toughest, smartest, most capable, and most efficient F-150 ever built. It's a better truck for Ford customers, featuring an all-new high-strength steel frame, and the F-150 is the first in its class to have a military-grade aluminum alloy body and bed. Oh, the places you'll go and the things you'll be able to do with the 2015 Ford F-150 trucks. Coming soon to Hanson Ford and Clay Center, and well worth the wait.
11-4, we are back underway. An escape given up from Ware. Ware has the 11-5 lead after giving up the escape. Seconds left to work. 11-5, now 10 seconds. We're down to 8. Gabe Ware trying to get the Tigers' 4th win of the night, 3rd in a row, and a takedown late with 3. And he will win it 13-5. So Gabe Ware gets the win, 13-5. Another timeout. We're back with more Tiger Wrestling in a moment.
How will your wheat crop make it through this winter? It's up to you to give it the best fighting chance and a jump on the spring growing season with a fall fertilizing application. Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales is ready with stabilized in 2 forms, field and site-specific variable rate technology, and custom application. With the experience of field specialists Brent, Allen, Darren, Kent, or Mike Green, they clearly understand the problems customers face. You can count on Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales.
Come home to Twin Valley, the company you trust for all your entertainment services. Twin Valley has the fastest high-speed internet, the newest digital TV, wireless phones, security services, and much more. Twin Valley services outperform the competition for less money every month, and it's easy to switch over. Call their office and speak with a customer service representative to find out how you can get Twin Valley for all your communication and entertainment needs. Twin Valley. One company, one call, your call.
Just underway as we make our way into the 170-pound weight class. Ryan Tears on the mat right now.
Step it up, Ryan. Get it right up there to your hip.
Ryan with an early takedown leads it 2-0, and he's got a cradle locked in there pretty nicely, Benny.
He does. He's got it right up on his hip. He's got to keep driving it over. Keep going towards the head with it. Now he's kind of let it go. He's got the back leg hooked. He's trying to get in position, and Reese kind of organizing his hands and Reese putting them up there higher towards the head, which he needs to do. Keeps bringing it around. Great position.
Boom!
Nice
There's a
job.
pin for Ryan Tears, who had a great weekend in Marion. Coach Begor's talking about him during our pre-match conversation, and Ryan Tears with a win here tonight in his matchup. So Tigers now have won 4 straight matches, 5 on the evening, as Tears makes short work of a win by fall over Sean Woodard, a sophomore for the Indians. And Zeb Bloom now on the mat for the Tigers, wrestling at 9-7. He's a sophomore against freshman Chris Hunter at 182. So nice run here for the Tigers with 4 straight victories, including a pin there by Tears.
Jeff tries a little slide by. It's not there, so he comes back and re-hooks up. And they're doing a lot of head banging and wrist tying, and right in the middle of the mat, just trying to get a feel for each other a little bit. A little more than that, even, I guess.
Probably so. A minute 28
There's
was
an outside
underway.
single. He lifted right up.
They have a good position.
Now you got to step through.
Trying to sweep that leg, lifts.
Let's lift the outside and just take him to the mat.
And now potentially dangerous as the Bloom's opponent, Hunter, had his leg really twisted up. But Zeb with a 2-0 lead early. Good start.
Good start from the left side. Goes to center. Minute 14 left here in the first period. Hunter comes right to his feet. He lifts, take him right down, go to a half.
And now we've got to stop. They're going to call this a...
He had the other opponent's hand. He thought he had his own hand. His other arm was over the top of him. So just something he missed seeing and wasn't really there. So
Zeb's penalized a point for clasped hands, although it truly wasn't. It looked like it, I'm sure.
Same thing that's happened right there. Right. See how the opponent has his hand. That's what he saw, and he assumed it. Zeb's got him back down. He's trying to shoot that outside half, pushing his opponent's head with his own head.
Now stretches the arm out away from the half. His opponent balled up right now. Zeb's trying to stretch him out a little bit. He wants to get that half in there first. 36 to work. Bloom leaves it 2-1.
Bloom trying to get him stretched out, and it's not really working so far. They're kind of on the edge of the mat, so they got to be careful with pushing him too much further. He'll be out of bounds.
22 seconds. Zeb Bloom got the early takedown. It was assessed a clasped hands penalty point, although it wasn't really Bloom that had his hands together, but the official couldn't tell that. 5 seconds left.
It's a common position that people get in because he had him lifted, and when he came around, finally got what he wanted, and then the period ran.
Got the half in there deep, but he just didn't have enough time to work with it. So 2-1, Bloom will lead it going into period 2. And Bloom with the choice defers to the final period. His opponent will take down, and they're rode pretty darn well. So we'll see how the second period goes. We have a caution on the whistle. And the official will explain exactly why that he made that call.
I got to say,
there's been a lot of
I'm just not happy with the way he whistle starts. It's just not very good. If he'd have whistle started when he first sat down, he'd whistle started, but he didn't. It was after Manhattan took off, and then he gave us the
usually kind of a count, at least a count, half count before he blows the whistle.
Usually, if you come down in the wrong position, he cautioned you right away, but he blew the whistle, and then he gave a caution, and then gave it to the top wrestler. A little confusing, but Zeb trying harder, working them hands and working in there and trying to get that half. It's just not there. The opponent's just kind of grabbing the wrist and not letting him do anything.
He did get it, but it was late in the first period, so
he's going to keep trying to. Opponent comes to his feet again. Zeb tries to lift, but he gets a block.
Tries it again. Almost gets dropped to his back. And he is going to get reversed. And Bloom's going to trail 3-2 here. So Zeb will work from underneath and down by 1 with a minute left to go in the second period. Zeb's got his hand. His opponent's got like a Lundy on him, and Zeb's trying to kind of get that arm back. He hasn't got a chance to get to it. Got to kind of get it peeled off, and it hasn't happened yet. 41 seconds to go. It's a 3-2 match. Second period, we've got a warning for stalling on his opponent on top. A freshman, Chris Hunter. Bloom, a sophomore. Tigers have 2 more to wrestle. They have an open weight next, and then they'll have Evan Stanley at 220 and Michael Peeler, the heavyweight. And now again, we've got a caution on the start. You could hear the Tiger coaches saying exactly what you've been saying, Ben. Don't stop. Reverse, back underway. Bloom's got his hips free, turns around, has the reversal and the lead at 4-3. 26 to work in the second. Let's go to the top, and you get that hand free because there you go. Just in behind. So it's a 5-3 lead for Bloom. He's got that Lundy. Now he's working it. And we're going to run out of time again here. 8 seconds. He gives up to Lundy. He's got an outside cradle, it looks like. Nope, it's not quite hooked up. 2 seconds left. We'll head to the final 2 minutes. Bloom does lead. It's been a battle against his opponent here, Hunter. Chris Hunter of Manhattan. Hunter is going to take top here, so Zeb's going to be at the bottom. He comes to his feet immediately. He's trying to feel the hands. Feeling the hands. He's got hand control. Trying to get away. Now he breaks free for the escape. And it's 6-3. Single, good shot. He caught Hunter kind of pausing after Bloom had gotten the escape. He went right back at him and gets the takedown. It's now 8-3. They stay in good position here. Half in there, a little deeper. Half. That gives that. Well, he still got it in there. Trying to stretch him out. A little more time to work with it, and maybe had it in better position, although he's giving the half up. Finding it hard to work against this Hunter Christensen. He's not getting flat now like he wants, and Hunter's kind of a, I don't want to really call him a roly-poly, but he's really having a hard time getting a turn because Hunter's just staying in good position. Well, he's exposed, no arms. He just kind of, he kept the hips really in tight. Now he stands to his feet. Bloom lifts the leg, puts him back toward the mat, although Hunter has reached back and trying to get some head control. And now Bloom slips, and he's going to give up a reversal and now leads 8-5. So Bloom will work from underneath. 42 seconds remains. Yeah, go to a stalemate here if he doesn't just crawl out of bounds. Trying to get to his feet. Official looking at the edge. Coach Pegor saying circle back in because he's got the hips and one leg. While you're leading by 3, if you're going to burn time, you might as well burn time. That's right. He leads it now by 3 with 15 seconds. Now breaks it free and gets the reversal and puts the cushion back to 5 points at 10-5 advantage. 6 seconds left. Zeb Bloom about to notch the Tigers' 5th straight win in this duel. And game on. It's a 10-5 winner, Zeb Bloom, over Chris Hunter of the Indians. The Tigers, again, as we mentioned, are open at 195. So let's take one quick timeout. We've got a couple of varsity matches remaining. Stay with us here on KCLY.
At Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy, the pharmacists are committed to making sure you understand the instructions that allow your prescriptions to be taken safely and effectively. They'll take the time to counsel you and set your mind at ease concerning your medications. Patterson's has healthcare aids such as walkers, canes, and lift chairs to help you with your daily mobility needs. Putting the care into healthcare is Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy, with locations in Clay Center, Abilene, and Salina.
The Tigers, Evan Stanley competing now at 220 pounds in a close duel as the Tigers have put 5 straight wins together. It's been nice. Team scoring is down to 4 points difference right now. Evan Stanley on the mat right now, and he's got his hands full here. He's got a little underhook trying to lift. Nothing's there. That comes out.
There's a nice front headlock. Milk it now. He's trying to milk it. Leads for the outside, drives through. Good job.
And a takedown for Stanley. Leads it 2-0 to start this match.
He did a great job. As soon as he lifted that leg, it's driving right on through it, just like he was tackling a kid on a football field.
Done that before, too. Yeah, yeah. 2-0 start here for Stanley. Minute 13 to work.
Trying to stay heavy on him, trying to keep him down, trying to work them arms, stay underneath it. His power half, it's not there. Working that wrist.
First period, 58 seconds. Stanley leads it 2-0. Still riding on top right now.
And stay in behind, stay heavy on him.
That's who he's his opponent. Gives up an escape with 47 to go. First period.
Let's see if I can butcher this name. It's Akira
Alasena. Akira Alasena. Yeah, they're 220-pounder. He's the Tigers' junior. Evan Stanley is opponent here. 31 to work, 2-1. Stanley leads it.
Head to head. Now they break. Head to head again.
They're making a real move. Stanley got that early start in there after a front headlock, and they got the outside leg and caught it. Got the takedown. Leads it 2-1. Gave up an escape. Shortly after that, they've been on their feet since that time.
I'd really like to see Evan get better at maybe a 2-on-1 rush or something, because he has so much going for him on that outside single that he just shot was very quick. He could do a lot off of the 2-on-1, so he needs to try and find himself in that position or give himself a better chance for more takedowns.
He has a 2-1 lead as we go into the second period, and he'll be in the down position with that lead of 1. Alasena starts again on the right side. It's been a common trend for the Indians. Stanley to his feet. And now he's got him caught. Alasena on his back. Stanley may have a pin, and he does.
Alasena made a mistake and started kind of pulling through, and Evan did a little hip hide, came through and landed right on his back. Or he was on top of Alasena when he was on his back, and got a nice pin for the Tigers there.
It'll come down to the final match here as the Tigers will send their senior, 5-9, Michael Peeler. He takes on one of the top-ranked teams in the state, Eldon Piku, who is 4th ranked in 6A.
Big task for Michael Peeler, just a pretty new wrestler out, and put him up against the number 4 ranked kid in the state 6A.
They circle near the middle right now.
Tough tasker right now. He's doing a good job trying to stay in the middle. The ankle picks down, though, and gets to his face. He's kind of on the edge of the mat.
Yep.
They go out of bounds.
Flares up, but they're out of play, so they'll come back to the middle of the mat. Piku for the Indians out there again is ranked in the state. He is a sophomore.
Big kid.
He is talented.
Michael goes back to center. He's in the down position, and Eldon Piku goes right down to trying to break him down. He's trying to get an inside cradle blocked up, which he's got.
So he's got him stacked. Peeler trying to fight off the pin, but he is unable to do so. Manhattan will get a win by fall in the final match of the night. Good duel between these two teams, back and forth.
It really was.
To say the least.
Piku just tall. What is he? Probably 6'3". He's a big, tall, lanky guy. He got that inside cradle hooked up, and Michael just couldn't get away from it.
Yeah, big win for the Indians there to finish. Michael Peeler, good battle out there. Both teams will head out on the mat to shake hands. We'll come back and give you a run-through again of the matchups here, and we'll wrap things up in just a bit.
Out with the old and in with the new, right? That's what the new year has a lot of people thinking. To demonstrate, I've replaced my assistant Roscoe with this lovely new assistant.
Hey!
But when it comes to your important files, discarding them is not a good idea.
Does that mean I get to stay?
Here at Central Office, we have business-sourced file storage boxes for both letter and legal-sized files at greatly reduced prices. With file storage boxes from Central Office and Clay Center, you can still take care of the old while filing the new.
Oh, thanks, boss.
Farmway Co-op is seeking applicants for a full-time tender driver at the Clay Center location. Duties include nurse truck operation and maintenance, filling anhydrous and liquid trailers, maintenance of facilities while working with high-tech equipment. Preference given to applicants with a current CDL. Hazmat endorsement required or the ability to obtain. Farmway offers competitive wages, excellent benefits, and is an EOE. Deadline January 16th. Call Tammy at 75738-0794 or visit farmwaycoop.com.
When you shop at Ray's Apple Market, don't be surprised at all the lower-priced items you'll find in every aisle. It's just part of bringing more savings to you every day, every week. Your money will go farther when you shop at Ray's Apple Market, as they have over 1,000 grocery items and household products at new lower prices. Ray's Apple Market continues to bring you value, quality, and service to ensure customers get the best of what they have to offer. This is, after all, your town, your store.
This season, give your soybean crop the Oldie Seed Advantage. Our ongoing research program and seed plots have resulted in 3 of the highest yielding soybean varieties bred specifically for soils in your farm. Don't hesitate to contact your Oldie Seed representative today, as availability of our top yielding soybean varieties will be limited. Contact Oldie Seed today at 877-692-4555.
Well, again, a special recognition and announcement taking place on the mat. It is Penn Cancer Night, and they have brought both teams out in all of their Penn Cancer shirts right now on the mat to be announced in front of everybody. Cool to see both of these teams that are gathered together, and the Tigers and the Manhattan Indians both a part of the presentation that's going on right now. So, big chance for the Tigers and Indians to honor Aaron Kennedy on Penn Cancer Night. The Tigers gave it a battle. This was one that started out in Manhattan, had the upper hand, got those early wins, although Chaz Brandhorst had a huge win early for Clay Center. So they built a big lead. The Tigers won 5 straight matches at a point to put themselves in position, took the lead, actually, before a 46-42 final. So a great matchup.
Well, you know, things just like you said, Chaz Brandhorst coming out, that sparks a big thing for the Tigers. And they're like, you know what? Even though you can be state ranked, you can still be beaten. And so that kind of helped them out, I think, and kind of got them going. Peyton Lane, he fought like crazy.
Oh, man, did he ever.
Yeah, they fought hard tonight to not give up anything. Yeah, and that helps in the end to give you the chance to be right there.
I'll give you a real quick run-through of the finals here, and then we'll highlight a couple of the matches. Benny, but 106, Caden Russell lost by fall to Alex Martinez, who is a junior. Actually, I'm going to take a time out. They're giving a special presentation to the family of Aaron Kennedy. So I'm going to take a break here. We'll come back to the point.
Do you believe professionalism should be rewarded? When you find a contractor who shows up early, works long days, gets the job done on time with expertise, cleans up so well you can't tell they've been there except for the fact their work is finished and looking great, you know that's the only contractor you'll ever want to hire. These are words that an actual customer has used to describe McGee Roofing. The customer has used McGee Roofing twice and will again. Reward professionalism, hire McGee Roofing. Whatever kind of vehicle you're looking for, you'll find it at Schramm Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Manhattan. Come in and test drive the tough Ram truck for work, a sporty Dodge Challenger for play, and the elegant Chrysler 300 for a night on the town. Schramm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has you covered with quality, affordable cars and trucks. They are the area's only 5-star certified dealership. Schramm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, West Anderson in Manhattan, or at schrammcars.com. Go Tigers!
Reed Bulk Fuel Service of Longford provides bulk fuel and delivers it to your farm or commercial business. You can rely on them year in and year out to supply you with the energy that keeps you on the move and keeps your local economy growing. They offer premium fuels for better performance and fuel efficiency. They also have high-quality winter blend diesel fuel. The folks at Reed Bulk Fuel Service of Longford are Tiger wrestling fans and wish them the best of luck this season.
If experience is the best teacher, then the guys at Hunley's Garage LLC have the equivalent of a PhD in automotive mechanics. Gary and Larry know engines from top to bottom and inside and out. When you bring your vehicle to Hunley's Garage, they'll put their many years of experience to work to find and fix whatever is wrong or maintain your vehicle to keep it humming the way it should. Trust the professionals at Hunley's Garage at 321 Grant in Clay Center, where quality workmanship is number one. Call them at 632-5212.
We welcome you back once again to Manhattan. I was giving you a little run-through of the results from today. Caden Russell lost by fall to Alex Martinez, a junior from Manhattan. Chaz Brandhorst had win, we mentioned a couple of times, with 7-4 over number 2 ranked Joe Braun in 6A. At 120, Peyton Lane, you mentioned the fight to keep himself alive, and then he almost got the pin here in the third period. Ended up with a 6-17 loss to Jalen Harper. Jake Wynn in 0-15 lost to Gary Joyce. At 126, Marty Robinson, he took on the number 1 ranked wrestler in the 6A, Mason Wallace, and lost by a fall. Tristan Metters really battled, came out aggressive against the 6th ranked wrestler Devin Norris, but lost 4-11. Then the Tigers got it going. Hunter Mullen, 15-6 a win. Mullen's currently ranked 4th in the state. He beat Kendrick Rivera, senior, which was a really good battle. Rivera gave him a handful. Thomas Rickley, 6th ranked, won by fall over Zephyr Kellum. Then Gabe Ware at 160, a 13-5 winner against Blake Weaver. Ryan Tears at 170, wins by fall over Sean Woodard. Zeb Bloom, a 10-5 win over Chris Hunter. At 182, then the Tigers opened at 195, and Evan Stanley won by a fall over Akira Alisena at 220 before Michael Peeler lost by fall to 4th ranked in the state, Eldon Pique. So back and forth battle. Tigers did some good things. Coach Pagor said coming in, he was excited about what was going to happen tonight. He thought there'd be some great matchups, and I think both these teams came out and gave it up.
They really did, and they're still calling off names for this raffle, which is pretty awesome, and they are donating money back and stuff. So it's been a great night for competition and for people to come all together, too, and do something that's great, a great cause.
Tiger wrestlers with a 46-42 loss here to Manhattan. Great matchup between these two. Benny, as always, thanks for your time helping us out here on the air. Again, to Manhattan, to Aaron Kennedy and their family, and to each of those across the Clay Center Tiger family, and certainly with Manhattan who've been touched by that disease. The battle for the cure continues, and part of that was Penn Cancer Night here in Manhattan. For our studio engineer, Chase Elliott, Benny Wallace, this is Rocky Downing telling you enjoy the rest of your Sports Thursday.